I am at Long Pool Recreation Area on the Big Piney Creek in the Ozark National Forest. And today I will be doing a little bit of kayaking. And I'm not alone. I have someone that y'all have been asking about countless of times in just about every single video since she's been in it. Erica.
Hello.
She is finally with me, and it's been a while because we have two totally different schedules, and it's been kind of hard.
Yeah, it's been, yeah.
She's actually certified therapeutic recreation specialist now.
Yeah.
She passed a huge exam. I'm currently in my last semester of college, and I'm working a full-time job at Mount Nebo State Park. And so, like, Wednesdays are like my only days I really get to go out and film and do things. And it's after class and after homework. So like right now it's like 4 o'clock. And you always comment, it's always dark, need better lighting. Why don't you like plan this better? Well, I'm doing the best I can. And it just so happens to be seasons are changing, it's getting darker earlier. We have two different schedules. It's hard to work around each other's schedule. It's even hard to work my schedule to film. So we're doing the best we can here. And we're still trying to have fun doing it and produce great content for y'all. But before we get started on our kayaking journey today, a lot of y'all have asked, what do I have set up in the bed of my truck here? Because I'm sure y'all have seen the drawers I've pulled out. So I'm gonna do a quick rundown of my setup in the back of this. So of course I have the kayaks on top, have a roof rack, and you open it up. I actually kind of like having the boats on here because it keeps this kind of low and it's easier to reach, especially if I'm like off camber and like it's real high. But you can lower this down. And so I have pretty much, it's a whole cargo system. I built it out of 3/4 inch plywood, and it's pretty sturdy. It is heavy, it weighs a lot even without gear in it, but it's sturdy enough. I feel safe enough. You can like drive something up on top of this. Of course, if you didn't have the camper shell, you can drive something on top of it, strap it down without it going anywhere or busting this up. So in here I have 2 drawers, and the driver's side drawer, I have pretty much all my fishing gear in here. It's like a life jacket, fishing net, backpacking, biking bag, my 2 fly fishing rods. I also have 2 army cots, one for Erica, one for me. And then of course my tent and a kite, just in case. Never used a kite. You never know when you might find an ice open windy day to use it. And then I have latches. These can close. You can also lock them if you want to. And then in this other side, this is kind of like, I guess you would say like my dirty drawer. So this is where I have like my broom set for the tent. I have fire starters. I have, it's like a grease rag, mallet. I have my stove. I have a bike pump. I have a tool bag. Then of course when we go on trips and stuff, this is kind of more packed in and loaded down a little bit better. And normally like when we go like camping or in like any other trips or anything, of course I'll have my kitchen box in here. I have like a table, a canopy, some of the bigger things that don't have its spot in the drawer or cannot fit in the drawers. And I don't have a rooftop tent up here because I'm not a big fan of them. Because a lot of times I either have kayaks on top or something else, and I like sleeping on the ground tent. That way I can leave it there, go out and explore, come back, and my tent's still there. That's my Overland setup. I will do a run through of my kitchen setup in another video, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to get the latest updates on those videos. Now let's get on the water. said that we were kayaking on the Big Piney. We are kayaking, but the river's not runnable. So what we're doing is we're paddling upstream just a little ways to explore, see what's up there. And summertime, when like all the rivers and creeks are low, this is the time, like if you actually want to paddle upstream and fish and explore further upstream, you can do that without actually kayaking the whole section of river and having to have shuttles and all that stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna fish, of course. I can't go to any body of water and not fish, it seems like. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna hang out. Erica might read, and I don't know, just hang out, see where it takes us, see what we find. All right, we have come to our first rapid. Like I said, we're kayaking upstream first, and then we're gonna float down. There is much floating involved. Pretty much we'll just drag the boats up the little rapid here. Some of them you can actually paddle. I say that, I don't know, the river's pretty low right now. So this was the first one, and we're going upstream. And the bugs are really bad. It's just gnats. It's just the gnats that are really bad. And Erica's boat has no front handle. It's actually my fault. Before I got my own boat, almost fell. Before I got my own boat, I was using hers to kayak all the time in. And I went to pull it up to like load it up or something, and the fabric on the handle was like dry rotted. So when I pulled it up, the whole handle snapped off. So it's hard to carry, it's hard to maneuver.
Ooh.
Here, let me get the boat there. That is so cool. This bluff is a perfect example of pretty much what the Ozark Mountains are made of, which is a combination of like sandstone, limestone, and shell. And this right here shows the different layers of all the different material that's here. This little hole here has actually treated me quite well. I've caught like 4 or 5 fish out of this, so I've enjoyed it. And the sunset behind me, wow, that is gorgeous. Erica's hanging out at that rapid, right back there. The sun is getting low already, unfortunately. But there's one more rapid right there. I think I'm gonna paddle up to it and then walk up and see what's on the other side. It's one thing I love about doing stuff like this, especially like just paddling upstream on a river, one that I've never done before like this one. I've kayaked down it, but I've never paddled up when it's dry and actually fished it. But it's like the adventure like never ends. Like, oh, what's around this next bend? What's up above this rapid here? So I've ported the boat on the third rapid, and I'm gonna walk up this instead of dragging the boat. This is probably the last one I'm gonna go up. I think the sun's just about to set on the horizon back there. It's not shining up on this mountain like it was just a couple minutes ago. It's crazy how fast it sets. You can definitely tell that fall is here. It's fall, y'all, by the temperature, the time of day, or how early it gets dark, and the smell of muscadines here in Arkansas. I mean, every time I'm out in the forest, I feel like I smell them everywhere I go, which I love muscadines. I smell them, but I haven't found any yet. Of course, I haven't really been looking too crazy hard. Check out all these fossils in this huge boulder here. That's so cool. That's one thing I do love about the Ozarks, is all the fossils you can find here. I feel like down in the Ouachitas in Arkansas, you don't find a whole lot, if any at all. I love geology and I love rocks, and everywhere has its own unique thing. That's one thing I love about the Ozark mountain range, is all the fossils. And speaking of fossils, here's yet another rock, which I don't think these are actually fossils, but it just shows that this was all like underwater at some point, and the different layers. You can see like how this was liquid at one point, and then there's bigger deposits in this rock as well. Like there's one that's like layered. Super neat, super neat. I love it. Oh, and I guess the sun actually just got behind the cloud, because there it is up on the mountain range again. It definitely is setting, so we don't have a whole lot of time left, which is sad, because that's less time I get to spend with y'all. But I'm going to walk up this just a little bit more and wet my line, see if I can catch anything else up on this section, or anything at all. I haven't even tried it yet. That looks like a little spring coming out right there. That sunset on the mountain back there is gorgeous. One of my favorite things out in nature is seeing wildlife, experiencing like the presence of wildlife. Even a deer, or something as simple as like a squirrel or armadillo. Just another presence is out here. It's really neat. I enjoy that. I just witnessed a deer crossing the next rapid right upstream. I was walking back towards the boat and I heard some like rocks clanking in the background. I was like, that's not normal. And so I turned around, I looked back, and saw a deer crossing the creek there, and then it saw me, so it paused for a second and then continued on. But I love moments like that. I wish Erica was there to experience that with me. I think she's still up at the other rapid. She's enjoying that, and I don't blame her. That's actually a really nice rapid, and I'm about to paddle back on down there and enjoy that with her. But I keep smelling muscadines around this area, and I'm determined I'm gonna get some. I've just gotta find the vine first. And I think I have just found some muscadines. The scent is very strong right here. And we're just right on the other side of the creek here. Just gotta get to it without slipping and falling. That right there, my friends, those are muscadines. And those are ready to eat. I'm gonna pick a couple of these so Erica can have some too. Gathered about a handful of muscadines. That will not last very long at all between her and I. Let's head back downstream and catch back up with Erica. Are you liking the muscadines? Aren't they so good? Yeah, we love muscadines. We love wild berries. Wild berries and wild fruit, that's the best thing in nature.
We picked a bunch of muscadines last year, and I had a whole bucket full and then made some jelly out of it. It was really cool.
Yeah, that was our first time making muscadine jelly. It wasn't a jelly, it was a, it's not a preserve.
A jam.
Wasn't a jam, a marmalade. That's what it is. There's a difference between all of them. And I looked up what I did, and it was a marmalade. And it was good, but I put too much pectin in it. Since it is getting darker, it's time to start heading back. So now we get to kayak downstream, which won't be much action. Actually, this rapid up here, I think you can actually run it if you hit the right line. Woohoo! So that was the first rapid Erica and I have done since whitewater rafting in New Mexico.
Hot man. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Moss rock.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And that's about the only rapid I think we'll be able to float down on this. It was fun while it lasted. Hopefully soon, Arkansas will receive enough rain to actually kayak out here. Well, guys, we have made it back to the truck. We have everything loaded up, and yet again, it is dark. That's all we have for you. Hope you enjoyed it, and remember, keep it wild.